name is Precious Meadows, and I am a student at Kaplan University. I have taken some time out to persuade you all to believe that abortion is dangerous, not only to the baby, but to the mother as well. There are many complications that can occur to the mother, and sometimes when deciding to have an abortion, you may not know that this can be your only chance of ever conceiving again. This is a very important and serious matter, so take your time and do some research before you make your choice. I will share some important facts with you all. I also included a personal story about myself within this speech. I state the reasons I have for being against abortion. I have included some definitions of abortion and the definition of miscarriage. The termination of a pregnancy by the removal or expulsion from the uterus of a fetus or embryo, resulting in or caused by its death. An abortion can occur spontaneously due to complications during pregnancy or can be induced in human and other species. Citation, the Free Encyclopedia. A miscarriage, the spontaneous end of a pregnancy at a stage where the embryo or fetus is incapable of surviving, generally defined in the human at prior to 20 weeks of gestation. Miscarriage is the most common complication of early pregnancy. Citation, the Free Encyclopedia. My reasons for being against abortion is I have included a story of Jackie. I read a story located on www.standupgirl.com. I have included the URL just in case any of you would like to view it. Within the story, a woman named Jackie speaks about how making the decision to have an abortion only caused her pain and sorrow. She cannot forgive herself and is scared that God will not forgive her as well. The reason I mention this story is because if so many people like Jackie feel this way, making this terrible decision, why do you go on with the procedure? Citation, Jackie Still Not Worth It, 2010. I have included a story of myself. About 4 years ago, in 2006, I had a terrible experience. It was about December 28th. I had been feeling funny for a couple of days, so I decided to take a pregnancy test. My boyfriend in the other room, who I've been with since I was 12, waited with excitement. When I looked at the test, it had 2 lines, indicating that I was indeed pregnant. I came out the bathroom, so happy, and replied, "We did it! We're pregnant!" He could not believe it. He had me take about 10 tests, and all of them were positive. So we called the family and shared the news. We were not planning this pregnancy, but we had always talked about having kids together. So we took the responsibility of becoming parents. About 3 months going into the pregnancy, I started to spot and had cramping as well. So I told Jose what was going on and that I wanted to go to the emergency room. So we went. When I arrived at the hospital, the nurse spoke with me and I told her my symptoms. She told me that spotting was normal. Later on that night, I was woken up to a sharp pain. I had to go to the bathroom and I noticed I was bleeding severely. I woke up Jose and told him I had to go to the hospital. I waited there for about 3 hours to find out that I had miscarried. Now we were so sad and depressed. Ever since that day, we have been trying to conceive, but we have not been able to do so. Even before this experience, I was always against abortion. I just can't see why some parents would rather murder an innocent fetus who is full of joy and happiness. All it wants to do is be loved and be taught the right way to live. Many women could run into complications that prevent them from ever becoming pregnant again after having an abortion. I do not understand how women who are blessed with an angel from God does not take care of their gifts. It is not the baby's fault you decide to have unprotected sex when you knew that becoming pregnant was an outcome of the situation. Why kill it? Give it up for adoption. There are so many people in this world who want a baby who cannot conceive or have many complications doing so. Immediate complications: cervical laceration, tearing of the opening to the womb. This happens to 5% of women. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. An infection ranging from mild to fatal, sometimes caused by pieces of the baby being left inside the mother's womb. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. Heavy bleeding or hemorrhage. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. Here are some long-term complications. Likelihood of miscarriage is 3 times greater after an abortion. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. Premature delivery of future babies because of damage to the cervix. Over 3,000 children each year develop cerebral palsy because of their premature delivery after the mother's previous abortion. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. Infertility caused by scraping that damages the lining of the uterus, leaving scarring that makes it difficult to get pregnant again. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. A risk of ectopatubal pregnancy increases by 30% after having one abortion, 160% after 2 or more abortions. This causes you to lose the baby and your fallopian tubes, thereby reducing your chance of conceiving another baby. Citation, Hearn. Psychological disturbances, including feeling of guilt, depression, feeling of detachment from others, increased drug or alcohol abuse, nightmares and flashbacks, decreased maternal bonding, insomnia, and suicidal thoughts. These can occur a year of the abortion. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. Here are some abortion methods. DNX, or partial birth abortion. This method uses laminera to soften the cervix for dilation. Once the cervix is dilated, 4 steps are inserted. A foot or leg is located and pulled into the vagina. The baby is extracted in the breech position. With the head still inside the cervix, its organs are harvested. Scissors are inserted into the baby's head at the base of the neck and opened to enlarge a hole that will allow the doctor to insert a suction tube. Once the baby's brain is suctioned out, the skull collapses and is delivered. Suctioned and curative is used to clean the walls of the womb. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. Dilation and curative, also known as DNC, is a sharp spoon-shaped knife. Curative is inserted into the womb to cut the baby part into small enough pieces and to scrape the lining of the uterus. The pieces are suctioned out and must be assembled. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. The morning after pill is a high dosage of the birth control pill. It must be taken within 72 hours or 3 days of having unprotected intercourse. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. RU488, not effective before the 4th week of pregnancy. It requires at least 3 office visits. At the first visit, the woman will be given an oral dose of mistristone, which will destroy the lining of the uterus. 2 days later, she will be given mifepristone. This drug usually causes the abortion to occur within 24 hours, but can take up to 9 days. A 3rd visit is necessary to ensure the procedure is complete and no piece of the baby is left inside the mother. Citation, Lifesaver Ministries. I have included ways to prevent unwanted pregnancy. I learned the most effective way of not becoming pregnant is using latex condoms. This method will also prevent catching STDs, and another method would be to use some kind of birth control like a diaphragm, contraception, injection, or the pill. Citation, smartersex.com. Fact. The death rate associated with abortion is 3 times higher than childbirth. Citation, American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology. 90% of couples who split up abort their babies. Citation, Hearn. I have given some important facts concerning abortion. Why kill a baby fetus because you made a bad choice in your decision making? I hope that you think about my concerns and practice safe sex so that more babies are brought into the world instead of dying because they are unwanted. It is our responsibility to make the right decision when having sex is involved. Learn how to take the right steps so that you are not in a situation where you may have to make such a difficult decision to have an abortion. Remember, this decision may haunt you for the rest of your life. I'm not saying not to have sex if you think you are ready, but